Stroppel from Polymer Clay Etc. And I'm sitting in my downstairs kitchen next to my workroom, next to my dedicated oven that's strictly for polymer clay. And today I'm going to show you how I bake my polymer clay. To begin with, you'll need to calibrate your oven. This is a simple oven thermometer you can buy at most department stores. Simply put it in your oven. Set your oven temperature for the required temperature on your clay package and let it heat for about a half an hour. And continue to adjust your temperature on your stove until it reads correctly on your thermometer. The next thing you need is a dedicated baking pan. I happen to use this one that came with my dedicated stove, but you can buy the disposable ones from the department store. I've lined it with deli papers that I buy in bulk and use for various things with my clay. And then I have all of these tiles, these little tiles that I use to actually make my things on and place them on once they're finished. And then I place them in here in my pan. Then I like to place a layer of deli paper on top of the tile so that the clay doesn't touch the tile, because if it does, when it bakes, it leaves a shiny surface. So I want to avoid that. So I begin loading my different pieces, and I continue to load tiles in here. And if I wanted to, I can put them together like this. As long as they don't touch, I'm in good shape. And I'll put another layer of deli paper here. And then if I was going to do something like this brooch, this one's already baked, but just for demonstration purposes, I use some polyester batting. You can buy this at most of the department stores or craft stores. And I just lay a layer of that in there, and then I would lay her face down on it. There's still room for more here. And I still have room for salt and pepper shakers. I have here 3 sheets of aluminum foil. And I'm going to use these to cover my items. And they're a little bit longer than they probably need to be, but I like the extra, because if I'm doing something tall, I can always tint my aluminum foil. And I make sure it's secure on both sides, and this keeps my items from browning. I found that white, flesh, tan, the yellows, they all tend to darken, and sometimes they'll burn when the other colors won't, and they'll turn brown. And I've ruined a couple of pieces that way, not making me very happy. So I've learned that if you tint it, cover your work with aluminum foil, then you're sure not to have that problem. And this is real easy to do. And I want to take 6 of them. And then you stick it in the oven for the amount of time that your package directions say. And then once I'm finished, I turn the oven off and I let it cool naturally in the oven. And that way I'm sure that it's baked good and solid. And I know it's hard to wait, but trust me, you can do it. The other thing I wanted to share with you, if you wanted to buy 2 aluminum pans, you can buy them in all different sizes. You can use one as the bottom piece and then flip the other as a lid, and then you can just pinch the sides together. You could put aluminum foil on the sides, or you could use little clippies on the side to hold it. And that makes a real good disposable baking apparatus, so you don't have to use a good boiler pan like I did. have 2 of these toaster ovens that I take with me when I teach a class. I don't like them as well as I do my big oven naturally, but they do, and they work in a pinch. Same thing, if I'm doing a piece in here, I make sure that I tint it with aluminum foil so that it doesn't burn. The other thing I have is one of these really nifty little timers that is magnetic, and you can set it for the time that you need and attach it right to your oven. I have 2 of them, one for both ovens. And the same thing, use your thermometer to calibrate these ovens because they are way off and they do spike. So you need to be real careful. Many polymer clay artists use convection ovens. I've never used one, so I can't speak to it. You'll have to look that up on the internet. And I wanted you to know that these salt and pepper shakers were already baked. That's why I was handling them so carelessly before. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again next time.